Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here, I read anonymous stories online. So if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. My husband and I dated for 9 years before getting married. He was a young, struggling man as at that time when I met him. Even though I wasn't too rich myself, but I was financially stable than he was. He lived in a single room with just a mattress. When I met him, we stayed together, thrived together, and stuck with each other until God started blessing him. I realized throughout our dating journey, he always insisted on an abortion whenever I felt pregnant. After committing the third, I decided to keep the fourth. At the time, both of us were doing well financially, even though it wasn't much, but it was better than before. Even though he wasn't happy with me keeping it, he didn't object because he didn't have the case of poverty as an excuse now, so we kept it. After delivering, he decided to see my family and just did a traditional wedding. I had always wanted a white wedding, but he insisted on traditional. God continued to bless us. I also noticed that he was getting distant and we weren't vibing as we used to. He used work as an excuse, and because we had come from a poor start, I understood that he wanted to work hard. I caught him once for cheating. I forgave him. We had a second child. One day I was using his phone to check something, and a message from his phone had popped up. It was from his best friend. I shouldn't have opened the message, but my instincts told me to, and I did. I read their chat and realized he had gotten another woman pregnant, and his best friend was advising him to let the lady abort, and he was telling his best friend he wouldn't because he loves the lady and wants to have a child with her. He sent a voice note to his friend, and that was when he said he only married me because he felt indebted to me and not because he actually liked me like that. He didn't want people thinking he betrayed me. He told his best friend to understand him. I was shocked and was still reading when he came in and saw me on the phone. From my face, he realized I had seen something and rushed to snatch the phone. I didn't fight back. He was talking plenty about warning me not to go through his phone. I kept looking at him. When he was calm, I told him what I had read and required that he told me himself if what I read was true. After a while, he confirmed it. He said when he first met me, he didn't like me at first, but he couldn't let me go as well because I was there. He thought he could love me as we progressed, but he just liked me as a human, not as a lover. He said a lot. I said he's married me now, so that should pacify me. I was shocked to speak, and surprisingly, tears didn't flow. I was in a state of shock and disbelief. I just got up and left. For 2 weeks, we weren't talking to each other, and it was like we both didn't exist to each other. After much reflection, I confronted him and asked if he did love to get a divorce so he can be free. He said yes. He said if we divorced, he did settle me. That was when I knew he genuinely didn't like me. We are currently going through our divorce proceedings. When people ask me, I just tell them I wanted it because I feel ashamed letting people know the man I sacrificed so much for doesn't love me as much as I do. My family and friends told me when we started dating that he didn't like me, but I didn't listen. It now made sense why whenever I tell him someone tells me to leave him when we started dating, he only said, We have decided the kids would stay with me and he would give me the house to live in. I rejected his settlement and told him to just take responsibility of its kids. He seems happy, and I, on the other hand, have to gather the rest of my life and move on. I'm sharing this story to let people understand that when you see the signs, don't assume it will change. It's real. You see, when you see the signs, like the last and the what she said makes a lot of sense. When you see the signs, don't assume, give tip. I'm so sad it had to end this way. Now she'll be telling herself that had I known in the beginning when people were telling me that he's not correct and all of that, I should have just listened. But it's fine. It's all part of life. No. This is so sad and I'm so sorry you went through this. So sad. You be genuine to people, they don't even take you for shit. What's this? I traveled abroad 3 years ago. I went with big dreams, not just for myself, but for my girlfriend too. Because we were together before I left. I wanted to build a future for us. My job wasn't glamorous. I was a cleaner and I worked hard. Every single month, no matter how little I had left for myself, I made sure my girlfriend was comfortable. Rent, food, school fees for her younger siblings, even money for the small things she wanted, I sent her. She was always demanding and complaining about money, so I made sure I came through for her always. I never complained. I thought I was doing what a man in love should do. She would tell me how much she loved me, how she couldn't wait for me to come back so we would finally settle down and others. And I believed every word. Then December last year, I finally returned to Ghana, but I came back with very little money. After all the remittance and expenses, I barely had enough left. I was hoping to take a little break, find something stable to do here, and then start afresh with her by my side. The hustle abroad wasn't helping, and everything I gathered, I sent to her. So my 3 years there was just stress and hunger. Something changed the moment she realized I wasn't the money guy anymore. The warm messages became cold. The excitement in her voice disappeared. She started acting distant, giving excuses why she couldn't see me. At first, I thought maybe she was just busy, but deep down, I knew something was off. I don't know if she thought money is on the streets of Canada. Then one evening, she finally agreed to meet me. I had been preparing my heart to propose to this girl, to talk about our future. But she came with something else, an envelope. She handed it to me without even looking me in the eyes. I opened it, and there it was, pregnancy test results, not mine, for another man, 16 weeks. And then she said the words that shattered me completely. I think we should break up. You don't want a woman who is carrying another man's child, do you? I'm sorry. Then, just like that, after everything, after years of sacrifice, after pouring my heart and sweat into making sure she was okay, she had moved on the moment my pockets dried up. I felt like a fool, like I had wasted my life on a dream that was never real. I don't even know how to heal from this. All I know is that I came back expecting love and got betrayal instead. Oh, that's sad. I mean, you tried your best. See, this life, and nothing balance. Oh, you can be the best. Someone can be the worst, get the best. You can be the best, get the worst. Like, it don't make sense. You don't even know. Life is so unfair. You can't even understand. You have to pick yourself up, move on with your life. Because at this point, what can you do other than that? What can you do? Sorry you had to go through this. I am depressed. I want to share my story with you. I have been dating a beautiful lady for several years now. When I met her, she was in high school. I told her I liked her. I wanted to marry her in the future. So I did all a man can do to see her through her education. I went to her home to meet her mom and told her mom how I felt about her daughter. And I promised not to harm her but rather take good care of her till she was done with her education. So I settled with her. All that time, her dad had passed away. Her mom agreed to it and we started a relationship. I provided all that she needed for high school and made sure she was comfortable in her learning environment. I gave her all the advice she needed and I showered her with gifts. She passed her semester exams. She had a little brother who was in JHS, so I took it upon myself to take care of him as well. I didn't have any responsibility in my home because I'm the only child. My parents died when I was young, so I was looking forward to starting a life with this beautiful girl I met. All this while, I can swear to you that I never slept with her because she always said I would dump her after having dates. And to prove to her I was serious about her, I never did. I finally decided to settle with her this new year and her mom says she won't agree to it. The reason is that I am an Ewe and if I marry her daughter, my village people will kill her. And what shocks me the most is that her own daughter is telling me she's sorry. She forgot to tell me that her family, they don't marry Ewes. After all the investments I have done on her, her brother and her own mother, all my life. I've never been through such pain like this before. She recently texted me telling me that she's in a new relationship and the shop I bought for her, she doesn't need it anymore. So she wants to return the keys of the shop to me. And I don't know what to do about it. I really love her and I want her so bad. Please, what can I do to win her heart again? I don't know what to say to convince her mom that Ewes are not evil people. I think the mom is the one influencing her decision. God, I have invested my body and energy into this for someone to come and enjoy. I'm sorry that I'm laughing. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, because she doesn't like you. Her mom is not convinced her. She has convinced the mom to understand that she doesn't like you. So you were just a means to an end, right? That's it. That's it. And instead of you to pick up the pieces and all the stories I've read today, dear, Shege Pro Max. So instead of you to pick up your pieces and move on, yeah, they're saying you love her with all your mind and your body and your heart. Forget about her, move on, because she doesn't like you. She was just using you and you didn't realize it, and you still haven't realized it. I'm sorry for you, Sha. It's hard. Guys, I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. Please do not forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and see you in my next video.